Hey everyone. So, you knew it had to be coming. I mean, it's a freaking curved sword, and curved swords are one of the weapon classes I just do best with. And today we're looking at Mr. Flip You Around and Spin Around Like a Ninja, the Scimitar. How early can you get this weapon? It can be purchased from the Handmaiden at Firelink Shrine, so you can get it immediately after you get to Firelink Shrine for the price of, I think it's like 600 souls. So it's super easy to get your hands on. Its damage isn't that bad for a dexterity weapon. It's one of the faster curved swords. It, I mean, it really doesn't do much damage with each swing, but it can strike just so many times. It's truly a super powerful weapon, and it's really kind of underrated. Of course, most weapons seen as bad in Dark Souls are underrated because people just don't know how to use them. I mean, the broken straight sword is just plain bad, but it's not that people don't know how to use it, it's that it's a straight sword with less rage, damage, and the worst moveset. So, something I find interesting about the Scimitar is if you two-hand it, it's actually one of the few dex weapons that is hard to parry. Yeah, that was kind of dumb. I got concerned about the other guy who somehow woke up. I don't know how he woke up. Yeah, the Scimitar is a good weapon. People just don't know how to use it. And again, I say this a lot, but if a weapon's only weakness is damage, that is so easily remedied, it's not even a weakness. You can upgrade it, you can infuse it, you can scale it. There must be like 5 different ways to make a weapon more powerful in the damage department. So just not doing much damage really isn't a reason for a weapon to be bad. And most dex weapons don't do a terrible amount of damage. They're about speed and evasion. They're not about damage. Now, well, yes, it's never going to have as much damage as like the Black Knight Greatsword. That's because the Black Knight Greatsword is a freaking ultra. It's designed to do damage. I mean, it doesn't really have a whole lot of range, but it's super fast. If you get in close enough with this thing, and you know what you're doing, GG. Just GG, it's over. This does not apply to bosses like the Abyss Watchers who can get out of anything no matter what. What is going on here? I genuinely don't get this. I mean, like, you saw that, right? That guy got me during my roll when I was out of range. I don't understand this at all. But it's a really good weapon. There isn't a whole lot to say about it. It's really one of the more powerful weapons I've ever seen. Of course, it is a curved sword, so you know right then and there it is good. Curved swords are typically powerful. But this is one of few curved swords people think is bad, and it really isn't. Again, damage means nothing because it's so easy to remedy. Also, it has B dex scaling. B. Infused with a sharp gem, you could probably bump that up to an A or an S. I've never infused this thing with sharp, so I don't know. Now meet Spin Slash. Well, that was kind of dumb. You know, that was actually kind of funny. Not gonna lie, that was pretty funny. So yeah, anyways, stupid camera. This weapon is insane, insane on a dexterity build. It's got some of the best dex skill in the entire game. It can be infused. It's a normal weapon, so it can be normally upgraded. It's one of the fastest curved swords. It's one of the fastest dex weapons in the entire game. Low damage, but that's easily remedied. This weapon is insane if you use it correctly. It is just... this thing's speed, I believe, is actually higher than that of the Sellsword Twin Blades. Which, everyone knows how fast those are. I mean, holy crap. But I mean, yeah, just look at this. One-handed. It's maybe one of the fastest swords. In fact, it is one of the fastest swords in the entire game. This is two-handed. So you see, very fast. And in both modes, that move comes out really quickly. It's got a super fast weapon arc that can just destroy your enemies and chain into other moves super well, like most curved swords. Yeah, and because it has such good scaling, with enough dexterity, you can remedy that power disadvantage pretty easily. This thing can just become an absolute beast late game. It doesn't have very high durability, but since when does durability matter in the third Dark Souls game? Yeah, it only has 60 durability, but you can see after whacking both those guys, it only went down by 1. So, yeah. Very powerful weapon. I really like it just because it's a curved sword. And it's just super fast with a freaking ninja moveset. It doesn't have a kick, it has this. Which I like better than the kick because it actually damages your foe. And a lot of people don't use this move. I don't get it. Why don't you? It's like the best move curved swords bloody have other than Spin Slash. Also, in case you didn't know, Spin Slash is one of few dexterity weapon arts to actually have hyper armor for days. So this is... Now note, this is only a review. I could do a thing someday if you guys want it where I showcase the weapon, where I would take it into a difficult boss battle and show its power, like the Abyss Watchers, for instance. Anyways, that's what I think of the powerful Scimitar.